Hello everyone, and welcome back to Confronting Chaos, a series of smaller videos to serve as partners to Chaos Fight videos to help you understand enemy gimmicks, dangerous moves, and why synergy characters are synergy. In this video, I'll be going over the ultimate Diabolos Chaos Fight, so with the introduction out of the way, let's get into it. The Chaos Fight is just one wave against Diabolos himself. He is weak to wind and is tough to melee damage, so apologies to all Leos and Vaynes out there. Lightning's the one who wins out here, unless you run an Imperil and Enchant team. He's immune to a fair amount of debuffs, one of them being Force, so Lael is hampered quite a bit. His recast ability, Dark Messenger, has Diabolos increase his own bravery, then do a group hit into an HP attack. After the cast, there will be a field effect similar to the fire poison effect in the Ifrit fight. In this case, it increases HP damage done by Diabolos, similar to Charlotta's EX buff effect. Additionally, it'll also grant Diabolos Power of Darkness, a framed attack buff. Aside from that, other moves are Diaflare, a 3-hit brave attack where Diabolos also increases his bravery in between the hits, Shadow Blade, a recover from break HP attack, Dark Wave, a 2-hit brave plus HP attack, and then Gravijaw, a group attack that reduces party bravery to 1 while also increasing Diabolos' bravery. This move has a high turn rate, so if you don't have any fast team members, it's definitely possible that someone's going to die after this. With Diabolos out of the way, I'll quickly go over the special boosted units for this event. Aerith can heal, battery the party by large amounts, and has some good attack auras. She can also increase party overflow with limit breaks on her EX+, but does not have max brave auras without her cursed artifacts. Waka can blind, battery the party, and has a solid set of offensive auras from his unique frame buff. Similar to Aerith, he can also further improve party attack and overflow, although it's for some reason a chance-based application on his EX cast, so I mean, sure Waka, you do you. Kuja has good overflow percentages off his skills, and when using Ultima Plus, the skill will be double cast, so he benefits greatly from attack and Embrave auras. However, unless you have his EX buff active, his skills will switch between their normal and plus versions. His EX buff also increases party attack and speed. Sabin hits for weakness and can hit pretty good overflow numbers. Similar to Kuja, he has a stacking unique buff mechanic. However, unlike Kuja, he is always forced into losing those stacks if he uses an ability. So if you only use abilities, he's forced into a constant up and down of potency. Vaughn also hits for weakness with his S2, along with the added utility of having a chance of blinding the enemy. His single target damage is pretty good, but he will have issues in extended fights without battery help and without his unique buff, which is harder to manage without his EX, which is not available on this banner. That being said though, he's probably the better budget super synergy unit for point farming. Deuce mostly provides regen and a decent attack aura. She also has an attack buff for specifically magic attack, which helps everyone except for Waka. She can't heal though, and faster characters won't play well with her because she doesn't have that many uses of her buffs. Her EX is not available on this banner. The weakness to wind means that Pandemonium could be a choice for the summon phase burst, although the immunity to Lael's Force debuff and absorption of dark damage basically means Dark Knight Cecil isn't that usable either, making the summon blessing not too easy to utilize. Better to just go for one of the more standard summons in Ifrit, Shiva, or Brothers, or try something a bit more targeted as you'll see in my team. For friend choice, due to the aforementioned melee resistance, if you don't have a party enchant active such as from Lulu or Paladin Cecil, Aaliyah will not actually do very good damage. RNA will be fine as she is pure range damage. Setzer will also be fine and has the added utility of being able to apply freeze, which renders Diabolos incapable of brave gain while it's active. Shadow could also put out pretty good damage during those 5 turns, thanks to the World Evolution stat boost and Interceptor ignoring defense at 2 of 3 limit breaks. As for the team I chose, here's the breakdown. Paladin Cecil is a very buff efficient offensive support, as he applies 2 frame buffs to himself, which also activate auras for the party. He has battery off of his Brave Plus and his skill 1, has burst healing and regen healing, and most importantly, he can Imperil and Enchant Holy. The first turn Imperil from his EX plus 3 of 3 immediately lets him bypass the melee damage resistance, and his Enchant lets him enable other units, which you'll see in my run was how I let a friend Leo do effective damage, even using the Diabolos summon. Lightning is the current turn-eating queen, and with good play, the numbers she puts out are fantastic. With EX plus 2 of 3, she can almost immediately Imperil and Enchant Thunder, letting her bypass Diabolos' melee resistance no problem. The main issue she suffers from is low hit count on her normal abilities. However, that's why I have Diabolos equipped as my summon. The base effect is raising initial bravery by 30%, which is something Lightning loves since she has her own bravery regen buff. On top of that, Once a unit drops below 80% HP, they gain a 30% boost to attacks that hit elemental weakness, which more or less ensures that Lightning and Paladin Cecil will be hitting for high numbers the entire fight. It would have been great if the conditional worked starting from the first Dark Messenger of the fight, but sometimes miss RNG be like that. Porum has great healing and party offensive capabilities. Like Paladin Cecil, her auras are based on buffs that sit in her slots, so she's efficient there. Her EX cast allows for HP healing overflow as well as applying an HP damage reduction buff, which helped ease the pain of Dark Messenger. She also batteries off all her moves, so Lightning and Paladin Cecil had plenty to work with and weren't hurting for skill usages at all. With that, this Chaos fight should be covered. If you want to see my footage of this fight, I'll link it in the corner and in the description below. If you liked what you saw and want to see future fights, subscribe so they show up as they're made. If you have any suggestions or thoughts, drop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.